My name's Ben Skilbeck, and you can see behind me that we finished another day and I'm the only one left. We've been dealing with a lot of phone calls about people very confused about the customs with horses crossing internationally at the moment, and the main reason why no horses are moving on permanent import basis between the EU, Great Britain and vice versa, apart from what's going on up in Northern Ireland. So we've done a very quick video where hopefully it will explain the issues we are having. We are working very hard to get over these issues, but you'll see from this it's a very complex problem that's not going to solve itself straight away, but there are loopholes that mean now is still the right time to buy horses. We are trying to solve a medium long-term issue and working very hard to do so. Have a look. I hope it starts to make sense. Troy is an eventer in Ireland. Shane decides to sell Troy. Marcia is in the market for a new eventer. They agree £10,000 for the sale. A transporter is contacted and a customs agent appointed. They work out that the VAT liability is zero and tariff on free trade zero. The customs agent buys the horse. And then for customs declaration, it is agreed that there is no duty or VAT liability to pay. That means the horse is now duty-free and allowed to travel to port and then on to the UK. While on board, the horse is duty-free. Troy arrives in England and is very near Marcia, but not quite yet. I'm so excited, thinks Marcia, but there's one more hurdle to go through. The owner is still the customs agent. The customs agent has to have Troy released with a customs declaration. It is agreed the VAT liability is zero and tariff is also zero. So the documentation is produced and the horse released back to the customs agent. Marcia is now very close to owning her own horse, but the customs agent must now sell Troy back to Marcia. The customs agent is VAT registered and will have to charge £2,000. His commission is normally about £100 for the deal. That means the final price is £12,100. Oh no, thinks Marcia. It's because of the VAT liability of the customs agent. Now, if Marcia was VAT registered, the £2,000 would go back to the revenue and then return to Marcia, meaning the final price and cost of import was only £100. But Marcia isn't VAT registered. That means she must pay the full £12,100. Oh no, thinks Marcia. So basically what has happened is an enormous whoopsie-doopsie where we're trying to put a customs rule into a market that is not VAT registered. It wasn't foreseen. It is what is causing the huge frustration, and in all likelihood is something that is going to be solved long term. There's also a bit of confusion over what is called an EORI number, which would be a way of claiming the VAT liability back. It's a new way of zero rating VAT that the UK are not now eligible to zero rate VAT on the EU scheme. So it's an internal UK system that is there for cash interruption. But in order to apply for an EORI number, you need a VAT number. Marcia does not have one. Now, we have raised this with HMRC. We are continuing to do what we can. I've got a meeting with our local MP on Monday, but the chances are the UK side is going to have to start lobbying to prove the injustice, and that's something that do keep an eye on. Please do share and like what we're doing, because we are trying to resolve this enormous issue. So thank you very much for your time. Any questions, we're open between 8:30 in the morning and 6 p.m. at night. Monday to Friday to help answer all your questions. Our Irish service has now resumed. We are using various loopholes to keep the importation, permanent and temporary export happening. So that's happening. That's all back in flow at the moment. Thank you very much for your time and hope it makes sense.